And the Commodores will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Spits it out to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. Running inside. It's Lacey. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Shakes off the defender. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Crosses to 40. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Rayner. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incomplete.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. but he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 20. 10. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's how you do it, chat. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. First play of the game. First play of the game. That's how you do it.
The extra point after the first score of the game.
Excuse me.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7.
That's how you do it.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play,
Nice pick.
big
Nice
short
touchdown.
yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25.
All right, let's see what defense got. I'm not defense. I finally got somebody to play defense for me. Because I played defense for 25 and 26, and I was ranked, so now I'm offense this year. It's a little tough playing offense, but hey.
And that's a really good job.
Oh, and also kick return.
I
like to play kick return.
Hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their
Oh, we're gonna make him quit already, huh?
Second and 10. The run inside. It's Lacey. Couldn't fight
That boy got smeared.
Man, what a
You see that, chat? He got smeared.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
Come on, one more stop. Come on. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense.
I was there. You saw me? I read the play.
Great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll go play action with Moore. Looking left.
Oh, no.
Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40.
No
He's
way.
at the 20. And
That's
he
what I'm
will
talking
go
about.
in
I don't know how that
the end
happened.
zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
They got lucky.
I love this free safety and how he plays.
Should have ran it.
And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs
My boy was on fire.
into bad decisions. He did it right there.
Damn
Made
it.
The quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Just give me the ball. I'll run it all the way.
Tacked on the extra
Make it a
point.
clip for the day. You know what I mean? I guess I don't get it.
On the move from
He's gone. He's gone. It was one of us who was gonna do it. Bro, you're just on fire, bro. Look at you. You got a pick, you got a touchdown, and you got a. That's crazy. And you got a kick return. Good shit, bro. Damn, boy's on fire. Chat, our boy's on fire. You putting that work in.
Providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
You tired of losing? You tired of losing, chat?
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
And it's good.
And the extra
And
point
it's
is
good.
through,
That's
and
what I'm
they're on
talking
top
about.
by 7.
That's what I'm
What a
talking
return
about.
that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought
All right.
down after a
Defense is
solid
back
effort
on the
that
road.
return.
They're back. They're back with it.
Bunch
What are they
formation
gonna
for
do,
these
chat?
receivers.
What are they gonna do?
Looking for a man. It's Rayner.
And he got it again.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he got it
Capitalize
again.
not only on the pick, but on the great return
Good shit,
to
bro.
improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
I don't know why he's throwing it underneath.
Swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 10, and he's
That's
gonna
crazy.
score on the interception.
I don't know why he keeps throwing it underneath.
How about a game-changing play for this defense?
I'm not even hitting the
Staying in front
joystick.
of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
I did. I did see that shit, bro.
Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Moore. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground. Quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moore with the play fake. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Damn, that was a great kick.
And he muffs it, a loose football. Cover guys do their job.
That was a great kick. Only if we had players there.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for
We got to do better than that.
That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Back to throw, it's Rayner.
Let's go. Let's go. Defense is on fire.
And forcing the incompletion.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game. Decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Complete downfield.
That's insane.
Mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
They're on the 44. We're going to get that, watch.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot.
Oh, what did I say? I called that shit. I called that shit. We're going to run it all the way, too. Watch. We're going to run it all the way, too. I called that shit. I called it. I called it. I called it. Mm-hmm.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Makes his man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hopefully we get the ball. I feel like I always kick it in the beginning of the game.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's more to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Moore will throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Caught, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Natty Lions.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Moore to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Commodores! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
That's what you call trusting your partner. Hey, my homie caught it. That was a dot. Y'all saw that, right? That was a dot. D-O-T. I threw it in between 2 people, and he still caught it. Like, don't forget, once upon a time, we were both ranked. Now we're trying to get back on that board again.
Back to throw, it's Rayner. He wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Snags it and he's open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Penn State with the response. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown
I hope I
pass.
can get it. I hope I can get it. Me.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
Damn,
He was
bro.
hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Hey, where's my play at? There it is.
Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. On the ground, it's Jackson. There he goes. Touchdown, Vandy. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The Commodores strike back.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
This game is something else, chat. This game is something else.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Dear
Sometimes you hope
Lord,
the return will give you good field position.
please
Sometimes
let
you
me
put
run
your
it all the
touchdown on
way.
board, like that 93
I haven't got one
just
at all
did.
today. And that's like very bothering. I usually have like 2 or 3, but I haven't got one all day. All day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down.
Should have kept going straight, but it's all good.
Not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Come on. We got to get this. I believe in my boy. He's doing it. He's putting that work in. I ain't even going to lie.
The Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Moore. He's got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And now this is the time in the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. So we got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Now facing a third and long. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the third time today. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. A designed run for the quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the dive and the grab along the right sideline.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Running inside. It's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. Hard work, man. Hard work.
But they have good cards too.
Yeah, it's not bad though. We're doing good, bro. I'm doing great. I'm actually doing really great, bro. For a QB, I feel like I'm doing pretty great. Put some points on the board.
Let me check the statistics. I'll tell you what it looks like.
Nice shit. 35 points, not bad. Or what was it? 27? 21? Keeps going down. Where's your boy at?
Yeah, dude, you got 5 turnovers, Chris. That's too
God,
many.
that's not what.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, that was a bad game, but I'm telling you, throughout my season, I think I was doing pretty great.
But you just gotta look at it this way, like, dude, just don't turn over the ball so many times, and we'll easily win. Because look how close the score is, and that's if they have better cards than us. And that's that. All you gotta do is just give me the ball. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got like one objective. Give me the ball.
But that was a sick ass pass. You gotta admit, bro.
Which one?
Oh shit! I gotta go to the store right quick, bro.
Alright, do that.
I'll be right back, bro. It won't take long.
Alright.
What? Yo, how's it going? It's going good, bro. I'm over here just zoning out on this damn fucking head-to-head. Can see, you see chats. I guess mic is muted. Huh? Nah, mic's not muted. We just chilling. Question chat, can I get it all the way? Can I get it all the way? Here we go.
The Horned Frogs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to
He
find
missed
enough
me.
room
Did
to
you
get
see
it
that?
out across the 25, he's brought down at the 26. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dante Moore. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Wade. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Moore to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. The run inside. It's Smith. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Smith's got it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the red zone, it's Smith. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game
Let's
on
see
the
if I
board.
can
It's
run it all
3-0.
the way. All right, we're up next.
He'll
We're
take
up
that
next.
first drive. Like, you
Yeah.
wanted a touchdown, but you gave
Watching
the people
everything,
here at
just
home
like y'all.
something to cheer
That's what's
about in that
going
first
on.
drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the move, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's more to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Wade.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed and everything happens a step faster right in the games, and then you realize, like, I'm bending, I'm throwing off my back foot. Like, slow it down, take some deep breaths, understand, like, I'm going to be protected, I'm going to be all right. Let's make some things happen.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. making side adjustments here. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays. And
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Moore. He fires one deep over the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know if I explain that. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your
That was
side
horrible,
of the field,
Chad.
that is not the way I want to
horrible.
create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Running inside, it's Smith. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. In the red area, it's Smith. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Try to barge their way in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They were held to a field goal on their first drive, and if you want to keep a team in a game, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going. Way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels. The answers, the offense doing whatever they want.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Makes the catch. It's Perry. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
QB never...
Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Now rolling to the left. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Caden McNown back.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. And starting to feel a little pressure. Into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the running back has it. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. 4th down, Moore. Shoots it to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. To the 10. Headed to the end zone. And he's touchdown, Northern Illinois. A long run from the running back. Not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Smith with the grab over the middle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Now on 2nd down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18. Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a big play. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lane.
There's some room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Moore, play action. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Moore to the air again. Got a man. It's Jackson. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick and then have it at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
That is a risky time in play call. Running a running back screen backed up like that, it did not fool anybody on defense. They converge right away, get him down, and they steal 2 points.
Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dante Moore. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they get him down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
It's complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! Able to make his way past for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Might be changing the route. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Again, it's Moore. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback.
Taking it the other way. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in the...
Got a little grass. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Right back to it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Throwing Moore. Gets it out quickly. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards.
Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the option. The pitch. Plows through the defense. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Flips Keeps it out on the screen. Across the 45. Makes the grab in their space. At the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. And that holding penalty has really increased the degree of difficulty here on 3rd and long. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, in 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moore. Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys.
Touchdown, Northern Illinois! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Rayner. A little screen to the running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He wants to go deep. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. Here's the give off the left side. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The short hands, it's Jackson. Breaks free and he might be gone. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Clears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action.
All right, check. I'm about to run it all the way. Check it out. Oh, waiter.
That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the ground, it's Jackson. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Marshall will be forced to punt. What a terrible, terrible shame.
That was bad. That was really bad.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man out of the backfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Did the work himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Ray. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. Could be an alley. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes.
Touchdown, shot to clear. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. It in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dante Moore, the throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Here's Moore to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Moore to the air. Here's a heat. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
What a great job of executing right there between the quarterback and the tight end. And you've got to have great timing. When you're throwing these corner routes, the ball's got to come out a bit early. You've got to put enough air on it to let your tight end locate the football before making the catch. And they hook up on a huge gain on 3rd down.
And into the end zone. Runs it into the house.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A full dive to haul that one in. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Offense in a split backfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Running inside, it's Ray. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
And the shot to clear has kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
All
And
right,
he tags
my
on
turn.
the extra
Let's see
point.
what I got. Let's see what I got.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ray. Here's a little room there. Tripped up for the tackle. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Just feeds the running back. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, 1 little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The shot that clears, have it with a 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Moore. He's going for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Finds the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. Dante Moore. Going for the big play. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Lets it fly. Found the seam. Touchdown, shot to clear. And once he got away. Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The 49ers ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. On the run, it's Jackson. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Running to Green. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Moore. Unloads it left. Working the big fella to the corner. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's why that guy...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, Moore. Fires left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. The short hands, it's Singleton. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown 49ers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He might want another play. Here's Moore to throw. He wants to go deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Moore will throw. Unleashes one. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Moore. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
The head coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on 4th and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Throwing, Sellers. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And the 49ers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man. Touchdown, Niners. A great catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it down the field. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The 49ers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Charlotte. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for room. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Moore with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
On the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Throwing more. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Moore to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. More to the air again. Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. He'll He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Sellers fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the 49ers will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Sellers to the air again. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, the ground game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. He lets it fly. He's got it down the field. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The 49ers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sellers. Looking for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Fighting off the defender. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction, to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in, I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down will open up the final period. To the air, it's Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in on third down and be physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play and now setting up fourth down.
Barring a penalty, this drive will come down to fourth and goal. The give to the big fullback. And he's in! Touchdown, Charlotte! That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Trying the left side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Drop the football, and they'll